Good evening, students. In this video, I am going to tell you calculations based on chemical equations. This is the numerical portion, and in this we will be doing that how to solve the numericals based on chemical equations. In these questions, one equation will be given to you or you will have to frame the equation. For example, you may be given the equation NaCl reacts with AgNO3 produces AgCl and NaNO3. Any equation which will be given to you will be from your course only. No such equation will be given to you which you haven't done in the class 10th syllabus. So this equation can be given to you like this, or you may be given in this form that sodium chloride reacts with silver nitrate. So when sodium chloride reacts with silver nitrate, you will write the formula. Sodium chloride is NaCl, reacts with silver nitrate, that is AgNO3, and you know it is double displacement reaction. So Ag will go with Cl and Na will go with NO3. The interchange of ions will be taking place, and you will make the products accordingly. So first thing you have to remember that in these numericals you may be given the equation or you may be given a statement and you will have to form the equation. So as I told you, equation will be from your syllabus only. For example, hydrogen reacts with chlorine, so you know HCl will be formed. So you will form the equation if it is not given and you will balance it. Make sure that you balance it, otherwise the numericals answer will not come out to be correct. So in these equation based questions, first of all, make sure that equation is balanced. This equation is already balanced. If there will be an unbalanced equation, then you will have to balance it. So in these numericals, there are two types of questions. One is based on mass-mass relationship. Mass-mass relationship, what does it tell us? Mass-mass, that is, one mass will be given to you and another mass will have to be calculated. This is mass-mass relationship. That is, mass of one substance will be given to you and mass of another substance will be asked to be calculated. For example, if you are given a question that common salt is added to silver nitrate. So when common salt is added to silver nitrate, so common salt, you should know that it is NaCl. So when common salt is added to silver nitrate, we yield a precipitate of, it is given to you in question. We yield a precipitate of, we know silver chloride will be formed. See this reaction. When common salt reacts with silver nitrate, we have the formation of a precipitate of silver chloride. And this weight is given to you 0.28 gram. So precipitate of AgCl will be obtained and its weight is given to you. And you are asked, calculate the mass of sodium chloride and also the mass of sodium nitrate. This is your question. That common salt is added to silver nitrate and we yield a precipitate of AgCl and the mass of AgCl is given to you. And you have to calculate the mass of sodium chloride and sodium nitrate. That is, this is given to you and you have to calculate NaCl and NaNO3 mass. I told you na, mass relationship. That is, one mass is given and another mass is calculated. So AgCl ka mass, this is given to you. And you are asked that what will be the mass of NaCl required and what will be the mass of NaNO3 formed. So in order to solve this type of mass-mass relationship questions, we will first copy down the equation and afterwards we will see that what is given to us and what is asked. Now AgCl is given to us. Mass of AgCl is given to us and mass of sodium chloride is asked कि अगर AgCl हमारा बना 0.28 ग्राम, it is given to you. तो NaCl कितना लगेगा और NaNO3 कितना बनेगा. You have to calculate this. Okay. Now, in order to solve this type of question, first of all, you will calculate the gram molecular mass of all the substances required. Now, they are not asking for AgNO3, so you need not to calculate anything about AgNO3. ना ये आपको दिया गया है ना ये आपसे पूछा गया है, then don't waste your time in calculating the mass of AgNO3. So NaCl is asked, we will calculate the gram molecular mass. AgCl is given, we will calculate the gram molecular mass, and NaNO3 is asked, so we will calculate the gram molecular mass of NaNO3. So let us calculate. Sodium has the atomic mass 23 and one chlorine has 35.5. That is, the mass of sodium chloride will be 58.5 gram. I calculated the GMM of NaCl. Sodium mass is 23, chlorine 35.5. You may or may not be given the masses, so it is better that you learn the atomic masses of some important substances. So sodium ka 23 you should know. If it is not given in the question, then you should know it is 23 and chlorine is 35.5. So when we add these two, we get 58.5. Now AgNO3 से हमें कोई मतलब नहीं क्योंकि AgNO3 कहीं इन्वॉल्व नहीं है इस क्वेश्चन में. Now come to AgCl. In AgCl, silver has the mass 108 and chlorine has 35.5. So the mass becomes 143.5 gram. And NaNO3, sodium is 23, nitrogen is 14 and each oxygen is 16. So it is 16 into 3. That is 23 plus 14 plus 16, 3s are 48. That is 3 plus 4, 7 and 8, 15, 3, 4 and 4, 8. It becomes 85 gram. So I calculated the gram molecular mass of required substances. This is the first thing which you have to do. Alright, now after this you will see that what is asked. Question is asking what is the mass of sodium chloride and sodium nitrate. Now when we take 143.5 gram of AgCl, then sodium chloride is 58.5. So we will use the unitary method since 143.5 gram AgCl requires 58.5 gram of NaCl. But how much is given to us? 0.28 gram. तो ये तो मैंने GMM को इक्वेट करा कि 143.5 ग्राम अगर इसका GMM है तो 58.5 ग्राम हमारा NaCl लगेगा. लेकिन दिया आपको कितना है? 0.28 ग्राम. So we will calculate for 0.28 gram of AgCl. 0.28 gram of AgCl will require 58.5 upon 143.5 into 0.28 gram. And when you calculate it, it comes out to be 0.114 gram NaCl. You understood how did I solve? First of all, you wrote the equation, you check the balancing, then you calculated the GMM, that is gram molecular mass. For that, atomic masses should be learned to you. Then you followed the unitary method. They are asking that AgCl अगर 0.28 ग्राम है तो NaCl कितना लगेगा. 143.5 gram AgCl requires 58.5 gram of NaCl. So 0.28 gram के लिए we will calculate this upon this into this, which comes out to be 0.114 gram. Similarly, you will calculate for NaNO3. When you are taking AgCl 143.5 ग्राम, तब NaNO3 बन रहा है 85 ग्राम. तो अगर 0.28 ग्राम लेंगे तो NaNO3 कितना बनेगा? So we will write the language 143.5 gram AgCl. It is 143.5 gram. So when 143.5 gram AgCl is formed, then NaNO3 formed is 85 gram. 85 gram of NaNO3 is formed. So 0.28 gram of AgCl जब आप बनाएंगे तो NaNO3 बनेगा 85 upon 143.5 into 0.28 gram. And you will solve it. It comes out to be 0.165 gram. This is how we solve mass relationship questions. एक मास दिया है, दूसरा मास निकालना है. You will first calculate the gram molecular mass and then you will use the unitary method. And second type of questions are based on mass volume relationship. Mass volume relationship, it tells us that mass is given to us and they will ask you the volume. अब मास दिया है तो मास नहीं पूछा है, अब दिया है मास और पूछा है वॉल्यूम. सो whenever we have the term volume, we mean we should have a gaseous substance, क्योंकि सॉलिड और लिक्विड का वॉल्यूम ऑलमोस्ट नील हम मानते हैं. तो वॉल्यूम जहाँ भी आएगा इसका मतलब वहाँ कोई गैस इन्वॉल्व है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ वी हैव एन इक्वेशन, say carbon monoxide reacts with oxygen to give carbon dioxide. So I wrote the equation, I balanced it. Okay, now the question is saying that if we have, when this equation is given to you, this equation is given to you in the question, and if it is not given, then also you can form the equation, you can frame the equation. It is very easy. Now you are given that 14 gram carbon monoxide will produce how much volume of carbon dioxide at STP. Whenever we will talk of volume, it will always be at STP. So they have given you the mass of carbon monoxide and they are asking you the volume of carbon dioxide. कि अगर हम इतना 14 ग्राम CO लें तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का कितना वॉल्यूम बनेगा STP पे. This is the question. So we will first copy down the question, that is the equation. Okay, now mass of carbon monoxide is given to you 14 gram and they are asking the volume of carbon dioxide at STP, isn't it? Mass is given to you 14 gram and volume is asked. So isn't it mass volume relationship? Mass is given, volume is asked. So जिसका मास दिया है आप उसका ग्राम मॉलिक्यूलर मास कैलकुलेट करेंगे. तो इसका ग्राम मॉलिक्यूलर मास कितना होगा? एक कार्बन का 12 प्लस ऑक्सीजन का 16, दैट इज 28 ग्राम. और यहाँ पे 2 मोल्स हैं तो 2 इंटू 28, दैट इज टोटल वॉल्यूम मास हो गया यहाँ पे 56 ग्राम. कार्बन 12, ऑक्सीजन 16, तो एक मॉलिक्यूल का बना 12 प्लस 16, दैट इज 28. और तो 2 मॉलिक्यूल्स का कितना होगा? इक्वेशन में 2 मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं तो 2 का 2 इंटू 2 इंटू 28, दैट इज 56 ग्राम. इसका मास हमने निकाला. इक्वेशन के अकॉर्डिंग कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड का. अब कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज हियर, we have two molecules, and remember when we have 1 mole, then the volume is 22.4 liter at STP. So these are 2 moles. So what will be the volume? 2 into 22.4 liter. This will be the volume of carbon dioxide at STP. Why? Because 1 mole has volume 22.4. You must have studied it that it is called molar volume. That is volume of 1 mole of any gas. So 1 mole का volume 22.4 है, तो equation में यहाँ पे 2 moles हैं. So it will be 2 into 22.4, that is 44.8 liter. Alright, this you will calculate from this number. ये गैस है, तो गैस का वॉल्यूम 22.4 लीटर 1 मोल का, तो 2 मोल का हो गया 44.8 लीटर. इसी तरह यहाँ पे 3 होगा तो 3 इंटू 22.4, 4 होगा तो 4 इंटू 22.4. दिस इज द इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग टू रिमेंबर. सो वी कैलकुलेटेड द वॉल्यूम ऑफ CO2 and we calculated the mass of CO here. Now 56 gram of carbon monoxide produces 44.8 liter of carbon dioxide at STP, isn't it? 56 gram of CO is producing 22.4 into 2, that is 44.8 liter of carbon dioxide at STP. So you are asked for 14 gram. This is given to you in question. So 14 gram of CO will produce, we will follow the unitary method, 44.8 upon 56 into 14. That is 14 4s are 56 और ये हो गया आपका 11.2 liter at STP. That is answer will be 11.2 liter. Did you understand? So here we calculated the mass of carbon monoxide and volume of carbon dioxide. क्यों? क्योंकि इसका वॉल्यूम पूछा था और इसका मास दिया था 14 ग्राम. So 56 gram is producing 44.8 liter of carbon dioxide. So we calculated for 14 gram which was given to us in question. So this is how we do the questions of calculations based on chemical equations. And as I told you, 2 type of questions can be given to you: mass relationship and mass volume relationship. So you need to calculate the gram molecular mass and you need to calculate the volume of the gas if they are asking you the volume. And for volume calculation, remember, you will see this number. If this is a gas, then 1 mole has the volume 22.4 liter at STP. So 2 moles, 2 into 22.4 liter. 5 moles, 5 into 22.4 liter. This way you will calculate the volume and apply the unitary method to calculate the answer. So these 2 type of questions are given in this calculation based on chemical equations. If try to solve the questions, and if you have any queries, then you can put the query on the group. I will solve and send you the solution. Thank you.